Today's horoscope, Gemini May 10th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. You shine for your unique talents and qualities today. Avoid becoming sidetracked by time-wasting activities, but do aim to enjoy yourself as well. You tend to assert yourself and act independently now, but not in an offensive way or in a manner that creates resistance in others, making it easier than usual to achieve what you set out to do. Creating something and sharing it with others is a satisfying way of expressing yourself now. As the day advances, watch your words, as frustrations can lead to harsh communications that are hard to unhear or take back. You might aim to slow down and find better ways of getting things done. Such glorious energy has been shining down upon you, and you have waited over a decade to experience Jupiter's energy in your life once again. No matter where he goes, he continues to bless you, but in your zodiac sign, you can finally unlock all of his greatest glories. With Jupiter in Gemini, the entire human collective will be more social, excited, and curious about life and each other. Since your zodiac sign also holds ties to communication and technology, online dating will also see a boom during this period. No matter where you stand in your personal life, don't forget to enjoy yourself and have fun. You're feeling somewhat tentative in your new role. You're not used to looking at both the small and the big picture, but you know you can deal with it. Worry less about pleasing others. Please yourself. Things may not be exactly as you want them today, but they are actually pretty good when you really think about it. It's important to try to get a little perspective on things. Cut yourself some slack about your appearance, for one thing. You have a lot of baggage, we all do, when it comes to your appearance, and you must remember that the most important things in life are on the inside of your body. With that in mind, give your inner organs the benefit of some aerobic exercise. Take care not to be deceived today. With a vibration in the air, you are more likely to take things at face value, rather than checking them out first. Take extra precautions, especially when it comes to contracts and other formal documents. Read the small print, and if the other person rushes you to the point where this is difficult or impossible, you might want to hold off. Listen to your deepest instincts. Better to be safe than sorry. Personally and professionally, today's playful and creative lunar vibes and their friendly aspect to Pluto, in his early days in retrograde motion in your sector of adventure, travel, learning and discovery, couldn't come with better timing. This is something that will follow you into the weekend, energizing the playful, creative, and adventurous side of life's fence just as the doors have opened to the past and second chances. With the moon still 2 days away from returning to your work sector to begin the lead up to a full moon that could act as a wild card on the job and career fronts, this will make it easier to answer the professional god's call to hold back. While the moon is only passing through your romantic sector and there are no planets here to keep the momentum going after it leaves, a friendly aspect to Pluto, in his early days in retrograde motion in an adventurous part of your chart is making these romantically charged lunar vibes a lot more potent. The moon is here for the next 2 days, with a mix of romance, adventure and nostalgia set to end the working week and begin the weekend on a romantically charged note. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, the cosmic skies are relatively calm. The stars aren't making much noise, and that in itself is a message worth paying attention to. When the celestial energy is quiet, it's often a gentle invitation to slow down and reconnect with yourself, your rhythm, and the pace of your life. You may not feel particularly driven to launch into a big project, have a major conversation, or take a leap into the unknown, and that's perfectly okay. Not every day needs to be about movement. Some days are for grounding, for integrating, for breathing. If you've been feeling a bit scattered lately, or like you've been running from one task to the next without much time to reflect, consider this your cosmic permission slip to pause. Return to the basics. Today is ideal for getting back into your routine not just out of habit, but as an act of self-respect. Re-establish the habits that nourish your body and spirit. Whether that means meal prepping, tidying up your space, journaling, meditating, or even just getting to bed a little earlier, these small acts are the foundation of your well-being. Take a moment to reflect on all the effort you've put in over the last few weeks. Maybe you've been grinding at work, showing up for others in your life, or pushing yourself toward a personal goal. Even if it hasn't always felt glamorous or acknowledged, know this: your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. You may begin to see the fruits of your labor emerging now in subtle but deeply validating ways. A word of praise, a moment of appreciation, or even the internal satisfaction of knowing you followed through on something important. These small recognitions are deeply meaningful. Allow them to build your confidence and remind you that your consistency matters. This subtle but steady energy is also perfect for nurturing your relationships. Because your energy is more settled today, you might notice that your ability to connect with others comes more naturally. Your presence feels grounded and calming to those around you. When you speak, people listen not because you're louder, but because your energy is more aligned and authentic. That kind of calm leadership rooted in empathy, not ego, is incredibly magnetic. If there's a friend you've lost touch with or someone who's been on your mind, this is a beautiful time to reach out, reconnect, and strengthen the bonds that truly matter. You might also notice moments of intuitive clarity today. Even though there's no dramatic celestial shift happening, there's something about the stillness that helps you hear your inner voice more clearly. Pay attention to the nudges, the quiet observations, or the gentle changes in your environment. Sometimes, it's in the quietest moments that the most meaningful shifts begin. However, a word of gentle caution: this tranquil vibe doesn't necessarily extend to every area of life. Financially, things may feel a little uncertain today. If someone offers you an investment tip that seems too good to be true, or you feel pressure to spend on something you're unsure about, trust your instincts. Not all advice will be in your best interest, and some people may be acting out of self-serving motives rather than genuine care. Be discerning. You don't need to make any big money moves right now. Today is more about preserving what you have rather than chasing something new. It's also worth being mindful of your energy. You may have more motivation than you've had in a while, especially if you've recently been feeling drained or off your game. There could be a renewed drive pushing you to recommit to your physical health. If so, embrace it. Maybe it's the perfect day to stretch a little further in your workout, go for that long walk, or even try something new that challenges your body and refreshes your spirit. On the flip side, if you feel tired, don't push through for the sake of productivity. Listen to your body, and if it's asking for gentleness, honor that. A sauna, a hot bath, a massage, or even just a few quiet minutes in nature might be exactly what you need to restore your balance. The bottom line today? It's not about dramatic change. It's about conscious recalibration. Use this cosmic lull to recenter, reflect, and restore. Your inner compass is pointing you toward stability, and the beauty of that is often overlooked in a world that constantly chases the next big thing. Sometimes, the greatest growth happens in the spaces between our busiest moments, in the stillness where we remember who we are and what we truly value. So take a breath. Take your time. And if you're feeling inspired, I'd love to hear from you. What's one simple habit or routine that always helps you feel balanced? Have you noticed any quiet victories or moments of clarity recently? Share in the comments and let's support one another in finding peace in the pause.